I remember the exact moment it started unraveling, like a loose thread on a wool sweater pulled too hard. It was phase one of what I'd later call the disentanglement, the quiet audit. I'd come home from a 12-hour shift at the fabrication shop, polished concrete floors humming underfoot, the acrid tang of molten aluminum lingering on my skin, to find her scrolling through her phone in the dim glow of our kitchen pendant light. Ellie. We'd been together 3 years, a rhythm of shared leases and inside jokes that felt solid, or so I thought. She looked up, eyes flicking away too quickly. "Hey," she said, voice flat as yesterday's soda. I nodded, dropped my keys on the counter with a metallic clink. Phase two, probed gently. "Rough day?" No answer at first, just the soft swipe of her thumb. Then, "Yeah, work stuff." Lie, I could smell it, sharp as ozone before a storm. But I let it sit. That's the thing about relational performance. It's all sleight of hand until the audience notices the strings. Flashback to 6 months prior. Us at that dive bar on the edge of town, neon accents bleeding pink into the rain-slicked window. She'd laughed, head thrown back, as I recounted the time my boss mistook me for the intern and handed me a stack of TPS reports. "You're my rock," she said, squeezing my hand. Overlooked support right there. I'd covered her rent twice when her graphic design gigs dried up, cooked those late-night meals after her freelance deadlines. It wasn't heroic, it was just us. Mechanical processes, gears meshing smoothly, until they didn't. The next morning, phase three, evidence gathering. While she showered, steam curling like ghosts from under the door, I checked the shared laptop. Browser history doesn't lie. Late-night messages to Jake 2, that's him, number 2 in her rotation, I guess. The irony hit dry and observational. Jake 1 must have flamed out. Texts layered like sedimentary rock. "Miss you," from her. "Can't wait to see you again," from him. Photos blurred but unmistakable. Her in that red dress I bought for her birthday, his hands on her waist. A performance. Our life, the matinee show, this, the real midnight run. I stood up, closed the laptop, heart not pounding, more like a piston slowing to idle. Weary fondness still clung, a residue from better acts. She'd been my constant through my own mess 2 years back. Dad's slow fade from cancer, the job loss that followed when I missed shifts for hospital vigils. She'd brewed coffee, held space. Now, weather event incoming, thunderheads massing on the horizon of my patience. Confrontation accelerated the pace. Phase 4, controlled detonation. She emerged from the bathroom, towel turbaned, humming some pop tune. I held up the laptop. "Jake 2, explain," her face, polished mask cracking. "It's not. It is." Economical dialogue, no room for scripts. She slumped into a chair, the wood creaking under her. "I didn't mean for it to happen, he just gets me. Gets you, like I was the prop guy backstage." Ironic aside, in a world of social media flexes, getting someone means mirroring their filtered self, not the unplugged version wiping down counters at 2 a.m. How long? I asked, voice detached, cataloging her micro-expressions, eyes darting to the exit, lips parting in rehearsed apology. 6 weeks, maybe 2 months. Precision from her finally. Montage flickered, her girls' nights that stretched past midnight. The new perfume, citrus sharp, not her usual vanilla, the way she'd angle her phone away during dinners. Overlooked support tallied up. My overtime hours funding her self-care weekends, now retroactively Jake-funded escapes. I leaned against the fridge, arms crossed, cold clarity settling in, frost on a window pane. "Phase 1, we're done, no debate," she blinked. "What?" "Phases, logistical disentanglement. 1, you pack essentials. 2, I change the locks, hardware store run at noon. 3, divide the joint account, clean split. 4, you find a sublet, problem solved." Her laugh was brittle, a shard of glass. "You're joking, just like that? Just saving you from a fate worse than death." Dry humor, my shield, living with the wreckage of what we built. Nah, she'd chosen the sequel, I was directing my exit. She argued, of course, flowing pleas laced with accusations. "You're always working, detached like a robot." Mechanical simile fitting, I am gears and tolerances, precision over passion. But truth sliced through, our life wasn't a performance for me. It was the unvarnished daily grind, the quiet ballast. She'd mistaken reliability for boredom, traded it for fireworks that fizzle. Pacing shifted to crisp mechanical action. By 11 a.m., she was stuffing clothes into a duffel, silk blouses I'd complimented, jeans we'd bought on clearance. I inventoried the kitchen, my coffee maker, her mismatched mugs. "Take the blue one," I said. "Sentimental value?" "No, it chips." Economical. She paused at the door, bag slung over shoulder, rain pattering on the sill like hesitant applause. "We could fix this." "Fixed already. Door closes at 6 p.m. She left, click of the latch, finality, a vault ceiling. I drove to the hardware store, fluorescent buzz, scent of oiled metal and sawdust. Lock set in hand, cylindrical and unyielding. Installed it by 3, each screw torqued just so. Phase 5, purge. Texts deleted in batches, swipe, gone. Photos archived to a hidden folder, not for nostalgia, but audit. Joint account, transfer half, screenshot confirmation. The problem was solved. Evening descended slow and immersive, streetlights pooling gold on wet pavement. I walked to the corner store, picked up a six-pack and fresh basil for pasta. Alone in the kitchen now, steam rising from the pot like exhaled secrets. Fork to mouth, al dente strands, garlic blooming sharp on the tongue. No one to share it with. Peaceful, though. Detached. Flashback montage accelerated. First date, her spilling wine on my shirt, us laughing till closing. Road trip to the coast, windows down, salt wind whipping her hair. The night she cried over a bad review, me mapping freelance sites till dawn. Relational performance versus truth, we'd blurred the lines until she redrew them solo. Ironic. Jake, too, probably saw the highlight reel, not the outtakes. Night deepened. I sat on the balcony, city hum below like a distant engine. Emotions as weather, storm passed, skies clearing to indifferent stars. Empowerment crept in, cold and clear as machine steel. No rage, just recalibration. I'd overlooked my own signals, her fading touch, the way conversations turned monologues. Lesson etched. Support isn't a deposit for withdrawal, it's mutual torque. Phase 6, rebuild blueprint. Gym at dawn, weights clanging, sweat beating like mercury. Job hunt emails queued, precise subject lines. Friends texted check-ins, I replied sparse. All good, beer Friday. Social dynamics observed. They'd rally as I'd done for them. No performances needed. Weeks blurred into efficiency. Apartment aired out, neon accents swapped for matte black shelves, my domain now. Ellie pinged once, can I get my books? Shipped, tracking number incoming. Done, Jake too, social media ghost, probably another phase for him. I scrolled past, detached observer. One evening, post-run endorphins firing like pistons, I met an old coworker at that same dive bar. Neon still bled pink, but now it felt like accent lighting on my solo stage. Heard about Ellie, he said. Yeah, pause, you good. Phases complete, upgraded. Laughter genuine. No weary fondness left, just clarity, a lens polished sharp. Crisis navigated, breakup as logistical puzzle, pieces slotted away, truth over performance. I'd been the overlooked support, now I supported the man who'd emerged stronger, gears humming solo. Peaceful detachment settled, final phase. Rain taps the window again, but inside. Dry, controlled, the problem was solved.